Welcome to this video. In this video, I want to discuss about the question which asked in the West Bengal State University 2020 for semester 1 physics honors. Okay, this is CC1. We already covered of 2018, 2019 of CU as well as West Bengal State University for semester 1 two paper, that is mathematical methods and mechanics also. Also, we covered up 2020 CU Calcutta University mathematical methods, also mechanics part we already covered. That is, there is for 8 videos, and in this two, that is 10 video already covered up, and this is the 11th video for this series of solution for the semester 1 of physics honors. Okay, so if you want, you can also refer to this previous video as well. In this video, I want to discuss about this mathematical methods part, that is the CC1 paper which asked in the West Bengal State University in this year 2020. So look at the question at a glance. You can see here the question number is one is compulsory and two from the rest, and in question 1 there is 10 question you need to answer, right? So you look at the question A, B, C, D, E, F, G. At first you try to solve this question. If there is any problem, then go through this video to watch the solution of this question. Okay, so at first I request all of you, at first you try to solve this question, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Among these question you need to solve 10 question according to the university examination. Okay, and rest of that is 2 ABC, 3 ABC, 4 ABC, 5 AB and C. Among the rest 4 you need to solve 2 question. I think clear. So I request all of you at first you try to solve this question in your self, then you go through this video for the clarification or the solution for this question. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, 2 ABC, 3 ABC, 4 ABC, 5 AB, C and so on. Okay, so after that, you after solving yourself, you go through this video. So let's start with solving the first question. First question says that the sketch this function in this region 0 to 2 pi. So for that you need to just put the some value. I put some value of theta and finding the f of theta, such that we can clearly plotted the function very well. So at theta equal to 0, this function is 0, so you will get value 1. At theta equal to pi by 4, you get this function is 1 by root 2 the usual 1 by 4, you get 5 by 4. At theta equals to 90, that gives you 1, so 1 plus 3 by 2 by 2. So for sine square theta, actually this is a shift of this function and this is the graph you need to plot, that is sine square theta by half. So this graph will be like that. This is the origin and sine square, that's why this negative sign will be uplifted in the upper side. This is the graph of this. So if you cannot understand how to this plot is, again you just put some values among them 0 to 2 pi, you need to plot 0 to 2 pi and you can easily plot this curve. Okay, go to the next question. So that this function mod x by is discontinuous at x equal to 0. So you need to check the limit at x get 0 plus, that is the value of x slightly greater than 0, you will be get this mod x will be x. So this is 1, because you know the definition of mod x, for x greater than equals to 0 this is x, and x less than 0 this will be minus x, right? So this gives you plus 1 and this gives you minus 1, and x equals to 0, at x equal to 0 this given is 0. So you can see here these three are different. For continuity these three are must be equal, but these are the different, that's why this is discontinuous at this point. Go to the next question. If d phi equals to given m dx plus n dy, phi is the well behaved function, then so that this is equal to that del m del y equal to del n del x. So d phi given is there, since phi is a well defined function of argument, so you can write d phi equal to del phi del x dx, del phi del y dy. So if you compare these two equations, you can say m equal to del phi del x and n equals to del phi del y. Now if you derivative this m with respect to y, del m del y, this is nothing but del 2 phi del y del x, and del m del x del n del x gives you del 2 phi del x del y. You can see here these two are equal because these things are equal. So del m del y equal to del n del x. Clear? For any query you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next question. Solve dy dx plus 2xy equal to 4x. So here the integrating factor, if you just rearrange them, this one dimension differential equation, this is nothing but dy dx plus 2xy minus 4x equals to 0. You know this 2x is the p of x and this minus 4px equal to q of x. So p of x is nothing but the integrating factor e to the power p of x dx. So this is nothing but 2 x square by 2, that is only e to the power x square. So if you multiply it by this x square, multiply by this e to the power x square in both side, you will be get this equation, and this is nothing but this ddx of y into e to the power x square, right? And then rearranging, then you will be get this solution. If you put this e to the power x square equal to z, then e to the power x square 2x dx equal to dz. So this is the solution of this differential equation. Go to the next question. Determine a unit vector perpendicular to the plane a vector and b vector. So you know for two vector a vector and b vector, if you cross product these two vector, you will be get the area of this, and the direction of this area is perpendicular among these. So a cross b is perpendicular both a and b. You need to find out the unit vector, that's why we divided by this unit modulus of this vector. So you get a cross b this, and modulus of a cross b equal to that. So if you divide it, you will be get this vector which is perpendicular both a and b and which is unit vector. So unit perpendicular vector you will be get. Go to the next question. The position r of any arbitrary point on the surface satisfy the equation. Identify the geometry of this. So r any position is I cap x plus j cap y plus k cap z. Mod of r, the magnitude will be root over x square plus y square plus z square, which is given as k, which is a constant. So if you square in the both side, you will be get this. So this is nothing but, you know, this is nothing but the equation of a sphere with radius, that is k. Okay. So this is the geometry, that is the equation of a sphere. Go to the next question. R vector is the position vector of an arbitrary point in a three-dimensional space. Okay, using this Cartesian coordinate, find this gradient of 1 by mod of r. So R vector equals to I cap x plus j cap y plus k cap z. So mod of r equals to root under x square plus y square plus z square. So gradient of 1 by r, that is grad of 1 by mod r, that is grad is I cap del del x plus j cap del del y plus k cap del del z, 1 by root under this mod r. So if you derivative 1 by root under this is nothing but x square plus y square plus z square whole to the power minus half. So minus half plus minus 1, that is minus 3 by 2. So minus half into this is minus 2 and this is 2x. So these three are symmetry, you will get this answer. Go to the next question. For a vector field f equals to this, so that the vector, actually in this question you need to a vector sign here, you need to a vector sign here. Okay, there is a vector sign. Okay, so df equals to f equals to this function of x, y, z and t. So df equal to this 3 part and this time part. Again, if you determine this portion, you will be get the same, this portion you will be get by putting this value. So after that you will be get this portion is that, and del phi del t equal to this. Okay, go to the next one. So that curl of r vector f of r equals to 0, where r is the magnitude of the position vector of any arbitrary point in 3-dimensional space, or f is the differential FDR. So if you take this identity, curl of grad a equals to grad phi cos a plus phi curl of a. Okay. So if you compare use this vector identity, So grad of f of r, this is the phi function, scalar function, and this is the vector function. So, grad phi cross r, and this is f of r curl of r. You know this curl of r equals to 0, and if you derivative, grad of phi is nothing but f prime r vector by r cross r also 0. So, this gives you a 0. Go to the next one. Phi is a scalar function, satisfy the equation grad square phi equals to 0, so that grad phi is both sinusoidal and irrotational. Grad square phi equals to 0, this mean by divergence of grad phi equals to 0. Since divergence of this vector is 0, so this vector, that is the grad phi, is solenoidal. You know divergence of any vector equals to 0 for solenoidal. You know divergence of this vector equals to 0. Okay, and you know the curl of grad phi equals to, this is the vector identity, you can prove also. So, curl of any vector is 0 is called the vector is irrotational. So, curl of any vector 0 means vector is irrotational, divergence of this vector 0 means vector is solenoidal, right. So, go to the next one. So that this cyclic integral of ds equals to 0. According to the Gauss theorem, you know divergence a dot ds of closed surface equals to volume integral of divergence of this vector into dv. If you take this a is a constant vector, then this is nothing but derivative, constant vector derivative is 0. So, this right hand side 0 and this a is constant. So, you can take out from this integration, and this can say since a equal not equal to 0, so this portion must be 0. Go to the next one. A dice is thrown, what is the probability that number obtained is prime? If you throw a dice, you will be get 6 outcome, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Among them there is prime number is 2, 3 and 5. So, the probability will be there is 3 and there is 6 number, 3 by 6, that is half. Go to the next one. There are 5 green and 7 red ball. There are 5 green ball and 7 red ball. 2 balls are selected one by one without replacement. 2 balls are selected. One ball is taken out and then another ball taken out. When the second one taken, the first one not replaced. Okay. Find out the probability, that is first is green, second is red. So, first is green, the probability will be 5 by 5 plus 7, that is 5 by total 5 by 12, and when we take out the second one, then there is only one is reduced, one green is reduced. So, the red is 7 and the rest one is the 4 plus 7, that is 7 by 4. So, the required probability will be the product of these two, that is 35 by 132. Go to the next one. What is mean by the probability distribution function? Cite an example. Probability distribution function is a statistical expression that define a probability distribution for a discrete random variable, that is Stokes, and these are the example. Okay, so just go throughout this example, you will be get. For example, binomial theorem is a example of binomial distribution. For example, there is a multiple choice question in examination, and any student can guess to solve this question. This can be solved by this probability distribution function, right. So, this is the uses of probability distribution function, or can example of this. For example, if you write the example in examination of MCQ question, okay, in examination of MCQ question, this will be used, and the distribution function plot is like that. Go to the next one, that is 2a. So, you need to prove this vector identity. This is very simple, you go through this. A vector taken as this I cap x plus j cap ay and k cap az, and b vector taken as I cap bx, j cap by, k cap bz. So, just calculate a cross b, will be get this one, and divergence of a cross b, you will be go through this experiment, go through this calculation, actually go through this calculation, and just go through this calculation, you will be get the sorry, you will be get this vector identity very clearly, right. Now, if you put the b vector is a r, so if you put the b vector is a r, you will be get this one, and you know curl of r equals to 0, and since a is irrotational, that is curl of a also 0, since those both are 0, so this gives 0. Okay, since this divergence of this equals to 0, so you can clearly say this is a solenoidal. Go to the next one. If f equal to then equals to 0, function is 0, then so that this will be -1. Means f equals to 0, so if we take x can be written as, since total function is 0, so any two can be any one can be expressed in terms of other two. So x can be expressed in terms of y and z, and also z can be expressed in terms of xy. So dx can be written as here and dz can be written as here. So dx and to dz replace here. After replacing after replacing, if you coefficient of dy, the coefficient of dy will be get this one, and just multiply by changing this equation, you will be get this one, and after changing we get, okay. So actually, sorry, by changing this second form in this equation, actually this was obtained from the coefficient of dx in this equation. The coefficient of dx here is 1 and there is these two term. If you take product these two term, you will be get the which is 1, and this is product this one, so this one will be 1 by this. If you use this here, you will be get this expression, okay. If there is any problem, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. A multiple choice test consists of 100 question. Answer of each question has 4 possible option. Generally in this our examination system, there is 4 possible option, among which only one is correct. If a student answer all the question by guessing at random, then what is the expected number of the correct answer given by him? So probability for correct answer of a question is 1 by 4, because there is 4 option and one is correct, so 1 by 4. Probability of wrong answer of a question, if we attend a question and there is wrong answer, there is 3 by 4, there is 3 is wrong option, which is Q. So by binomial distribution theorem, you know there is NCR, that is you select R from the N, and there is P is the success, that is your right answer, and Q is the failure, that is here the wrong answer, right. So P, Q are given, and here all the 100 question are expected. Then what is the expected number of correct answer given by him? What is the expected number of correct answer given him? That is the probability he can correct of the all the question. This is the answer. Go to the next one. That is solve this differential equation. Solve this differential equation. If we just rearrange them, you will be get this type of equation, and this integrating factor here 1 by x. So if you calculate this integrating factor and just multiply this integrating factor in both side, and if you integrate, you will be get this solution. Go to the next one. Determine the constant a. Here is a, so that the vector is solenoidal. For solenoid, you know divergence of this vector is 0. So just find out the divergence of this vector, that is del del x of this, del del y of this, del del z of this. Del del x of this is 1, del del y of this is 1, del del z of this is a. So total is 0. So a is -2. Go to the next one. Calculate the mean and the variance of the binomial distribution. You know the binomial distribution, and for succession and this frequency, that is the this frequency and r into f and r square f, just putting this value, summation of f r, the product sum of this series, and after finding that is the np, and summation of f, if you add this f, summation of this f, you will be get, that is 1. So the mean is summation f of summation fr by summation f, which is np, and the variance can be calculated. R square f is just sum of this table, r square f sum of this table. So after summing this, you will be get this answer, okay. And after the calculation, you will be get n square p square plus npq, and the variance will be summation r square p by summation f minus summation rf by f whole square. So you will get finally this answer. Go through this calculation. If there is any problem, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. The relativistic sum w of two velocity u and v and the same direction given, and this is the relativistic velocity addition theorem, you know. And if u by c and v by c is 1 minus alpha, where alpha lies between 0 to 1, and omega w by c is power of alpha, so terms only up to alpha cube. So w by c, if you put u by c as a 1 minus alpha, v by c as a 1 minus alpha, and if you product, you are rearranging them, you will be get this expression, and after that finally you will be get the in terms of alpha value. Just find out the calculation, you get this type of equation. For any query, you must comment in the comment box if there is any uh, error in this calculation. Next one, find out the direction derivative of this function at this point. So phi is given, grad phi is obtained at this point, grad phi will be like that. In that direction, so you need to find out the unit vector, and in this direction, so unit vector in this direction will be like that. So the directional derivative along that is the dot product of this this into this unit vector, you will get 5 by 3. Next one is the Green's theorem of the plane bounded of the closed curve is given is there. This is actually solved given in the MS Spiegel book, and you the solution supplementary problem of this book already given in this channel as a playlist. You can watch this playlist, and description, the link is given in description box. You can also go through the description box to obtain the solution of supplementary problem of this books, that is MS Puzzle book. I taken these images from this book. Here already solved this question. This is the Green's theorem, and if you put this m equals to minus y and n equals to x, you will be get this result very easily. Okay, go to the next one. An integer n chosen as the random from this, what is the probability of n in the perfect square number? So in this between there is 10 perfect square number, and 10 by 100, that is 110 is the answer. Go to the next one. Obtain the complementary function of the differential equation. So for finding the complementary function, the right hand side will be 0, and the auxiliary equation, this is m square, second derivative m square, first derivative is m. You will get, so you solve m equals to minus 4 minus 1. So the complementary function will be a to the power minus 4x, b to the power minus x, where a and b is the arbitrary constant, where a and b are arbitrary constant, arbitrary constant. Okay, go to the next one. Evaluate this integral in from the origin to this ABC along the path in the given parametric equation, x equal to 80 square, y equal to bt, and z equal to c sin pi t by 2. Does the result depend on path? The next one. So this line integral a dot dr, a is given here, and dr is I cap dx plus j cap dy plus k cap dz. If you dot this through, you will be get x square dx, y square dz, and z square dz, right? And now if you put x, y, z in terms of t, this x equal to 80 square, so dx equal to 2a t dt, y equal to bt, so dy equal to b dt, and z equal to c sin pi t by 2, that is dz equal to pi c by 2 cos pi t by 2 dt, right? So if you put this x dx, y dz, z dz, and if you calculating this integration, you will get this type of equation, and the limit of t will be 0 to 1, because when you put 0 0, you will be get x y z as a 0 0 0, and if you put t equals to 1, you will be get z as a b c. So this point is satisfied. So the value of this integration will be like that. Now the question is, does the result depends on path? So this result does not depend on path if the curl is 0, that is the conservative field. So a is given here, so curl of a is calculated, you will be get this this will be 0. Since this is equals to 0, curl of a is 0, so a is a conservative field. So sorry, so this integration does not depend on the path. If you choose any path, it depend only the initial state and the final state, that is the conservative field. For conservative field, the work done, or you can see the line integral of this field will be 0 in the closed curve, or it is independent on the path on which its flow is follow up the path is depend only the state, it is depend only the final and initial state, it depends initial and final state. If this follow this path, the result will be same. This path, the result will be same. Clear? For any query, you must comment in the comment box. This is all about me, and this is my contact details, and this is my YouTube channel details. For physics related any video, you can see the YouTube channel. You will be get various type of video. You can choose here, and for competitive examination, there is some video of quantitative aptitude, mathematics, and reasoning. You can check where. Go this channel, you will be get various type of video which may be help to you. And share this video to your friends so that he or she also get benefit, and subscribe this channel if you new in this channel, and those already subscribed, thanks for subscription. Press the bell icon to get the notification of upcoming video. So take care, we will meet in the next video as soon as possible. Thank you.